Hey, I'm Ryan Ranc from VGHL, and I'm joined by
Leah, Charlotte,
Reese.
And today we're going to be talking about the FNAF movie, which starts filming this February. And so what we're going to do is we're going to make our own cast. We all have gone through some of the characters and decided who we want to play what.
So I'm gonna start with my William Afton jump scare warning. If you ever watched Glee, you know who I'm gonna say. It's gonna be Matthew Morrison.
No, not Matthew.
Will Schuster.
Mine is Christian Bale. He's tall, British, and I would look him up on a fanfiction site. That's
But
why
which
he's-
one? That's the real question.
That's my secret.
So with William Afton, I was like, we needed some drama in here. And I said William Dafoe.
I'm gonna go with a wild card here. Let's do a Jimmy Fallon for William Afton. I think he needs like a different type of role. You know, he needs his integrity back as an actor. So let's bring Jimmy Fallon into this.
Yeah, breakout role as William Afton. Okay, my next one is the phone guy, and my pick for phone guy is Danny DeVito, because I think his voice over the phone would just be so funny to hear in the movie.
Mine is so boring. It's Scott Cawthon. Like, he was the guy in the game, and so it's gonna be one of those moments where they play it in the movie, and everyone's gonna be like, oh my god, it's Scott Cawthon! And that's why he's my pick.
I went with the king of Five Nights at Freddy's, Mark Edward Fishbach.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, he's iconic. Is that the Bite of 87? Like, come on. It's so good. And he's got a dreamy voice.
That's true.
So
Dreamy voice.
For my phone guy, let's go with James Earl Jones. I think he's got the voice for it, you know?
Okay, my next person is Michael Afton, and I chose Michael Cera. Young Michail Cera.
Specifically young.
Yeah, just because I keep imagining, like there's like the whole scene where like, oh, Michael's like putting his brother's head in the animatronic and it bites off and he's like, oh, my bad. And, like the whole time I keep thinking about how funny it would be.
Daniel Radcliffe. He's done very good, like, traumatized kid roles. I feel like he'd be good at that.
Chris Pratt.
I was afraid you were gonna say James Corden.
Let's do Adam Sandler as Michael Afton.
So my next one is Chica, and I cast Tara Strong because the idea of Timmy Turner yelling at you is so funny.
My Chica is Mia Goth. She has that, like, I guess, childlike wonder of, like, Susie as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like she would definitely be someone that would get, murdered.
And so actually, I went with another original idea. I went with Mia Goth.
For my pick for Chica, I'm gonna go with the it girl in Hollywood right now. I'm gonna go with Margot Robbie as as Chica.
Going from
Again, another
Barbie-
new role for her. You know, I think she can really nail it.
My next one is Foxy, and y'all might not know who this is because I was a huge, like, Disney Descendants fan growing up. And so when I thought, oh, who would be Foxy, there's this actor named Thomas Doherty, and his character just looks like Foxy. He gives Foxy vibes. Or y'all know Harry Hook from Descendants. You know me. So yeah, that's my choice for Foxy.
I put Brian Doyle Murray, who is the Flying Dutchman in SpongeBob.
So for Foxy, I was just like, Nick Kroll.
For Foxy, I'll do Tom Kenny reprising his role as Patchy the Pirate from SpongeBob.
Freddy, and like I think Freddy's kind of boring just because he's like the face, and so you're like, oh, okay. There's this guy that scared me in Maze Runner, and his name is Will Poulter because he has the scariest eyebrows in the world.
I put Kellen Goff, who voices Glam Rock Freddy. So I think that's all I can. And all of mine have been voices mainly so far.
I said, what Freddys are in the world? Like, oh, there's a lot of Freddys. And so I settled on the best Freddy of them all, Robert Englund. And if he's not going to be Freddy Krueger one more time, we might as well put him in another child murder movie where he plays Freddy Fazbear.
For my Freddy, I'm gonna have to go with the King of FNAF, Jack Black. I think he's got a very teddy bear aspect to him.
For Bonnie, so I didn't really know. Bonnie was like the hardest one for me to choose because I was like, because I love Bonnie, so like it had to be a really good person. But then I was like, who's like a dorky guy who would like be funny? And so I chose Jesse Eisenberg for Bonnie, just because like him as a younger, like, Social Network era, I was like, that would be so funny. Like, if Bonnie was voiced by him, because he'd just be so nervous all the time.
Oh, and then my Bonnie's Tom Kenny. 'Cause I didn't know what to do.
And so my Bonnie, I was like, Bonnie's the musician of the group, if I remember correctly. Got the little
Guitar.
electric guitar. And so I was like, who makes music that's definitely great for kids to hear? Bo Burnham.
I'll go with John Legend as Bonnie.
That's so good. Golden Freddy.
Golden Freddy.
Golden Freddy.
Oh.
Someone like really angry. Someone's good to do it. James Corden.
Okay, yeah, James Corden as Golden Freddy, of course.
Is that just going to be a collective? We all agree it's
Yeah.
James Corden.
James Corden.
The most evil of them all.
That is our Five Nights at Freddy's Dreamcast, and I'm not talking about the console. And so, hopefully you enjoyed, and let's get back to the show.